to the, did that work? Or do I actually have to hit? I don't know, sweetie. I don't know how to chat on our live stream. I think they can click the link in the description box. Yeah, I think so too. For little cutie. Bonjour! Check it out. This is little cutie. When Michael was a little boy, he had a red and white teddy bear called Little Cutie. And he named him that. That's all I'm going to say. But then when he grew up, he wrote a book and illustrated a book called, oh, what was it called? Here it is. Little Cutie, a teddy bear's vision quest. And it's available for sale at Amazon.com. Click the links in the description box. But tonight, I just thought, maybe I'll just do like a bedtime paraphrase. I'll tell the story of Little Cutie. I think it's a great idea. Okay. So if there's any kids, get ready to go to bed, and your mom doesn't let you watch Sesame Street anymore because it's gotten too woke. Yeah. And, your mom won't let you go down to the library and hear stories anymore because she doesn't want the transgender story hour people around you. Well, why don't you snuggle in, get a cup of cocoa or whatever you like, a juice box. Yeah.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I'll watch them roll away again. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, heading for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I got nothing to live for. Looks like nothing's gonna come my way. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Yeah.
And I will tell the story of little Cutie and little Cutie, a teddy bear's fishing quest. You see, back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a little red and white teddy bear called Little Cutie. And Little Cutie lived with a girl in a house in northern Minnesota. And happily for years, her Little Cutie's best friend was a girl named Aubrey. And things had been fine for years. But then, lately, Little Cutie had noticed that Aubrey was started to spend less time with him. She was spending more time, drawing cartoons on the kitchen table, playing air guitar in a mirror to her rock and roll records, playing with her friends outside and stuff. And she just wasn't inside playing with them. They used to play stuffed animal parade and all this stuff. And then, one day, he hears the big male human, the dad, say to the mom, "Isn't Aubrey getting a little old for stuffed animals?" And Little Cutie was like, "Yeah, she probably is." You ready?
Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out. And love's strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. I'll put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. And will you recognize me? Look my way, but never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Will you stand above me? Look my way, don't walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, down. Hey, yeah, yeah. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Won't you try and pretend? It's my belief we'll win in the end. I won't harm you or touch your defenses. Vanity, insecurity. Now, don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I'll put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me.
Don't call my name. Don't you forget about me. What was the guy's called? I forgot. So he decides maybe it's time I go out on my own. He goes to the back window of the house and lifts up the screen. He takes one long, sad look at the only home he had ever known. And he starts climbing out. And who's there? A Jitamu, the squirrel. And a Jitamu goes, "Hey, little cutie, what's up? What's the matter? You look really sad." And little cutie goes, "I am sad, Jitamu. I think it's time. I gotta move out." And Jitamu goes, "Really? Well, good. Because no offense, little cutie, but I had never understood how you could live with these humans in the first place. I don't let them within 20 feet of me. But what about Aubrey?" He goes, "Well, that's the problem. I think Aubrey's getting too old for me. She's outgrown me. I've got to go live out in the woods." He goes, "Yeah, that makes sense. Go live out with the bears at the old res dump." The little kid goes, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Yeah, you got to live with your own kind. Go move with the bears in the res dump." He goes, "Okay, if you think so." And he starts walking out. He goes, "Yeah, you'll be all right, little cutie. Hang in there." Well, he gets to the edge of the property, and he's by the chicken coop at this part. And he looks, and he can hear Baka Akwe, the chicken. Buck, 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 Baka Akwe. No. You can hear Baka Akwe screaming at somebody. And she's like, "Wagosh, you get out of here. You come back in here next time, I'll send you home with a black eye." And who's there? Wagosh, the fox. And he had just zipped out of this hole he had tunneled in earlier that morning. And he goes, "Oh, really, Baka Akwe? You think I'm too chicken not to come back tomorrow, get some of those eggs? Because you better get out of here." And he goes, "Oh, He goes, "Hey, little cutie, what's going on? I think I might have said it. I might have went too far with that last one. Let's get out of here." So he grabs little cutie and they head off into the woods. He goes, "Little cutie, what are you doing way out here? How come you're not back at the house with the people?" And little cutie goes, "Well, that's kind of the problem. I'm moving out. I got to go live with the bears in the old res dump." And Wagosh goes, "What? The real bears? You out of your mind?" He goes, "What do you mean?" Because look at you, little cutie. You go live with the real bears? You'd be lucky if they didn't use you as a pillow." And he's like, "What do you mean?" Because come on. You got no claws. You got no teeth. Man, you're never going to make it with the real bears. Little cutie's like, "I never thought of that."
As I sat make my way towards the wall in which you hide behind. All that's there are your cigarette butts you've left for me to find. I'm waiting for someone to offer helping hands. Trying to understand that I'm the only one taking my own commands. Then the light in the street turned out on me, and the moon in the sky shines down on me, guiding me to a sense of reality. Sense of reality. Sense of
Well, he goes, listen, man, I don't know what you're going through, but if you're going to go on a vision quest, or I think you need to go on a vision quest before you make any kind of big decisions about your life. And little Cutie is like, what's a vision quest? He goes, well, I don't know, but I know who knows. Migazy, the eagle. You got to go down the lake, find Migazy. He's all traditional in that. He'll tell you what a vision quest is. He goes, okay. And so on and on. Little Cutie goes off into the woods. He runs into Jagog, the skunk. And Jagog's all like, oh, little Cutie. How you doing, bro? He's just happy to see him. He just loves little Cutie. And he goes, little Cutie, what's the matter? And little Cutie goes, well, I'm kind of sad. I had to move out of my house today. He goes, hey, why don't you live with me? He goes, you know, little Cutie, you're the only friend I got. All the other animals, they're afraid of me. And little Kitty goes, what do you mean? He goes, oh, I mean, just think about it. The bears, the fox, chickens, and human beings, and everybody's afraid of the skunk. And so I don't have any friends except you. You're the only one who doesn't run away holding his nose. And little Cutie was like, well, can't really smell. You know, my nose is just this little piece of felt. you know. Yeah, so he didn't mind. He goes, yeah, never mind the human beings. I wouldn't go within 10 feet of them. None of the animals like the human beings, but they also didn't like each other. Because little Kitty goes, hey, can you show me where I can find the eagle? I have to ask somebody wise. Because Migazy? He's not wise. You know, the real brains of the operation is Cuckoo. Oh, the owl. You gotta go talk to Cuckoo. Oh. He's a wise old owl. He'll tell you what a vision quest is. Well, on and on, you know. Going through the woods. He meets Mamengwa, the butterfly. And finally, Migazy comes down. He finds Migazy. And he goes, Migazy, can you tell me what a vision quest is? And the eagle goes, little Cutie, a vision quest is nothing more than a conversation with Gitchimanadu, the great spirit. He goes, well, how can I find Gitchimanadu? And he goes, have you thought about Scientology? No. He goes, well, I was going to go see him. Why don't you come with you? And with his big old talent, he grabs little Cutie around the neck. And he starts flying him up in the air. And pretty soon, little Cutie can see for miles around. And he could see all the trees and the fields. And he could even see his house where he used to live with Aubrey and the human beings.
Lightning crashes, a new mother cries. Her placenta falls to the floor. The angel opens her eyes. Confusion sets in. Before the doctor can even close the door. Lightning crashes, a new mother dies. Her intentions fall to the floor. The angel closes her eyes. The confusion that was hers belongs now to the baby down the hall. Oh, now feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind. Forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it. I can feel it. The lightning crashes, a new mother cries. This moment she's been waiting for. The angel opens her eyes, and pale blue-colored iris resolves the sun, sets the glory out too high. Oh, now feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind. Forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind. Forces pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it. I can feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing is pulling from the center of the earth again. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right.
Pretty soon he hears guitar, and little Cutie goes, "Is that guitar I hear?" Migazy the eagle goes, "Yeah, we must be getting close. I'll send us down." And as the forest floor rose to greet them, they could see in a clearing there was a handsome man with a curly ponytail playing the acoustic guitar. I wonder who it could have been. But it turns out it was Gitchimanadu. He was playing guitar to an alien named Steven. And there were some other animals around, and they were jamming. And they landed, and they waited patiently. And when Gitchimanadu finished his song, everybody clapped. He goes, "Oh, you're much too kind." And he goes, "Well, hey there, little Cutie, how you doing?" And little Cutie was amazed. He goes, "How did he know my name?" And he goes, "Little Cutie, come over here." And he set his guitar down, and he picked up little Cutie and put him on his lap. He goes, "What's the matter?" And little Cutie was like, "Well, it's like this. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I am. I've been walking through the woods trying to find a place to live. I can't live with Aubrey anymore. She's outgrown me. And another thing, quite frankly, my name. Little Cutie. What kind of a name is that? I mean, really." And Gitchimanadu, Great Spirit, goes, "Do you know how you got that name, little Cutie?" Little Cutie goes, "Well, I don't know. I guess I've had it my whole life." He goes, "I gave you that name because that's how I saw you, little and cute. But don't mistake what you think are your shortcomings, being little and cute, for what is actually your great power." And little Cutie goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, haven't you noticed how nobody in the forest seems to get along with each other? The fox and the chicken fight. Nobody respects the skunk. Everyone's afraid of the bears. Nobody respects Migazy, or, everyone talks bad about each other except for you. Everybody loves you. And the one animal that everybody's afraid of, the human being, not only are you not afraid of them, they invited you right in their house. Because you're so little and cute, nobody's afraid of you. So you don't have to be afraid of anybody. And you get to walk around among everybody and learn from everybody. Because you're so little and cute, you've become the wisest and most courageous of all the animals. And then the little Cutie was like, "Well, what about Aubrey?" Because let me tell you something about Aubrey. Lots of little girls get other interests outside of their teddy bears as they get older. And it's true, she's going to go out and have some adventures out in the world without you. But just like you today, she's going to go out there and experience stuff. But lots of little girls keep their teddy bears their whole life. You could be a grown-up woman on a live stream show and still cuddle your teddy bear if you want. But in the end, they always come home eventually.
Well, I woke up this morning, gazed out of my window, and I saw the shining
Well, just then they could hear off in the distance a voice crying out, "Little Cutie! Little Cutie, where are you?" And Gitchy set Little Cutie down. And he grabbed his guitar and he goes, "Okay, boys, let's go." And with one strum of a magical power chord, everybody except Little Cutie vanished right before Aubrey came right into the clearing. And she goes, "Little Cutie, what are you doing out here? I thought I lost you." And she scooped him up and carried him all the way home. And just like Gitchy said, she did, as the years went by, have lots of other little adventures outside. But she always came home eventually. And this has been the story of Little Cutie, a teddy bear's vision quest by Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. That was so good, Natasha. Thank you. What do you think, baby doll? That was amazing.
Once Upon a Reservation. Yeah, Michael, that's quite a book. Little Cutie. Joan says it was a cute story. Hey, thanks, Joan. It's made doubly cute because you read it. Or told it. Well, you know. Hey, everybody. Well, should I go outside? Maybe put out some tobacco? Hey, do you want to go down to, what's it called? Paul Bunyan and Babe? Oh, should I go down to Paul Bunyan and Babe? Go see what's happening live in downtown Bemidji, Galmug? Hey, Joan just gave us $10 super chat. Oh, miigwech, Joan. You didn't have to do that, but we really appreciate it. Miigwech, Joan. You know who would never give a super chat? You got to get a crowbar to get her to open her wallet. Cousin Missy? Yeah, Cousin Missy. I would never say this to her face, but she is so cheap. Sweetie? Oh, Cousin Missy. I didn't see you there. Nah. That's kidding, cuz. Missy's too generous. Yeah. Wally Bear's here. Oh, bonjour, Wally Bear. Okay, hey, what's going on, Nietzsche? And Surrealist. Bonjour, Surrealist. How you doing? Pull up a chair. Have a cup of muckety mush kiki waboo. A cup of coffee. That's right. Yeah, should I think I'll go downtown. Okay. I'm going to teleport downtown real quick. All right. 1 to teleport. Wait, let me see. Okay. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. Get out of here. What? Hey, Paul. What's going on? Paul Bunyan. And his friend, his longtime companion, Babe. I'm not suggesting anything. Paul Bunyan and Babe, the blue ox. A blue ox. Why blue? Yesterday we were talking about Shena Wishkong, the man who rattles. And Natasha had a theory that he got his Indian name from just his teeth rattling in the cold. Oh, they call me Chief Bemidji. Because it's so cold, they call Bemidji Bemidji. I saw there was a video or something. I didn't bother to watch it, but the title was "How to Pronounce Bemidji," and I wonder what they decided, because there's a lot of locals who call this place Bemidji. I'm going to Bemidji. I'm going to Bemidji. You know, people not from around here think that's a really exotic looking word. Bemidji. Oh, what does that mean? Oh, is that an Indian word? You know. Does it mean your heart soars like an eagle? No, sorry. It's short for Bemidji Gamug. Bemidji Gamug, the lake with crossing waters. Bemidji Gamug. It's short for that. Or it's butchered. It's like, I get the impression that when they were sort of transitioning from this being an Ojibwe-speaking territory to being an English-speaking territory, there was a period there where there was some overlap where the English speakers had to speak a lot of Ojibwe, because all the Ojibwe spoke was Ojibwe, but they didn't want to learn, so they'd be like, all right, I'm going up to how do you guys say it, Bemidji, and the Indian translator would be like, Bemidji Gamug. They're like, yeah, Bemidji, whatever, Bemidji, and so then it just became Bemidji. But it's Bemidji because in Ojibwe, our E's are pronounced with an A sound. You know, if people don't know that, after so many years, they start pronouncing it as a Bemidji. Bemidji. But it's a Bemidji because, like in the word Ojibwe, Ojibwe, never mind how Dennis Banks wants to spell it, Ojibwe is Ojibwe. And it's pronounced Ojibwe. E's are A sounding. So Bemidji is just short of for Bemidji Gamug, lake with crossing waters. But nobody cares. Nobody wants to be true to the historical record. You know, that's the tragedy of the times we're living in. No. I suppose I should say a prayer. Put up my tobacco out here in front of all these people. Nobody's out here. Hello, hello, hello. Where are all the tourists today? It's Saturday. This place is dead. What is the Super Bowl on again? Alright. Sema. Tobacco. And what can I say? Get your manado. Get your manado. Utapana niwi asema. Great Spirit. Accept my tobacco. Accept my tobacco here in front of Paul Bunyan and Babe. While I offer my tobacco to that big statue of whoever that is. Chief Bemidji? You know that big Heil Hitler Indian in front of Morels? I'm looking at it right now. Is that supposed to be Nana Buddha? Is that supposed to be me? Oh, who cares? Miigwech kaiji kakina geku. Kaiji chikea nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Dagawi dukawishin. Ando minowe iji kikajiba. Please help me to speak well today. Miigwech kaiji bamadazian. Thank you for this life. Dash miigwech kabizan dawi egg. And thank you for listening. Ni miigwechi wendam. Get your manado. I'm grateful, Great Spirit. Apenge. I don't know why I just sprinkled my tobacco on the sidewalk here. That's probably the one thing you're not supposed to do. I should have put it in a pipe and smoked it. As I prayed, let the smoke go up to the spirit world. That's the way Ruby would do it. Ruby is a very traditional, old style Anishinaabe. When she prays, she loads one of those long pipes, like in the movies. She sits in a lodge with 10 bears and has a smoke, so there's no lies. No. Bonjour, Ruby. It's nice to see ya. Welcome back to the show. I'm just out here with Paul and Babe. Thought I'd say a little prayer. But, you know, pray for our country. Oh, please help us. Apparently, America has enemies. Did you guys hear this? I thought we were living in sort of a post borders, and people are like, oh, who are our enemies? Russia, China. It's like, what? Really? Doesn't China make all of our movies and all of our cars and everything? What do you mean they're the enemy? They're not gonna invade their best customers. I'm not mad at China. Oh, Russia. Oh, come on. I'm old enough to remember the Cold War, alright? You guys lied about Russia being evil people who didn't celebrate Christmas. You know, when I was a little guy, they told us Russia hated America and that they were going to drop the atomic bomb on America because they hated our freedom. And it never happened. Eventually, Pink Floyd came out with a record called Pink Floyd The Wall. And that inspired the world to tell the Russians, tear down the wall! Tear down the wall! Tear down the wall! And then, sure enough, they tore down the wall. And I thought we were friends with those guys. I don't know. Oh, we hate them now because what? They wouldn't do cocaine with President Zelensky and Hunter Biden? I don't understand. So, don't sign me up for any kind of, war. I'm not suddenly going to get all nationalistic. If you don't allow me to feel native pride, then I'm not going to feel, United States pride against Russia and China. Wow. I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. Oh, Japan's different than China. No, it's not. All right, I'm going to go back in. See what that old Natasha's up to. See if anybody's going to call our show this morning. I don't know. You never know. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Bonjour. Hi, sweetie. Are you ready to come in? Yeah, it's cold out here. Well, you didn't wear a jacket. Yeah. I'm going to get sick. Don't get sick. Okay, well, hang on. I'm going to lock in on your coordinates. All right. And that's 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. No, don't. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nana Bouchou. Hey, sweetie. Hi, baby doll. How you doing? Did you say a prayer? Yes, I did. I put my tobacco out on the sidewalk for Gitchimanitou. That's how much reverence I have for my creator. Wasn't I going to talk about prayer or something today? I think you wanted me to remind you to talk about don't be ashamed for praying for stuff. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, what was I going to say about that? Yesterday I was talking about, answered prayer. Like, hey, we got a super chat. I know, we got a super chat from, was it Joan? Doggone it, I shouldn't have said this. Yeah, it was Joan. I knew it. I almost forgot. Joan Frame gave us $10 super chat. Miigwetch, Joan. Mr. Roboto, says Surrealist. Domo morigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo. Domo, domo. Thank you very much, Mr. Robot. But yeah, I've been hearing rumors of war. And the news, the media makes it want to sound like we hate China, or we hate China hates us, or we hate Russia. No. I think we all learned to get along after Rocky IV. Was that Rocky IV where he fought the Russian guy? I think so. Either 3 or 4. But yeah, Rocky told us all, if 2 guys can just duke it out and learn to love, that we could get together. Plus, I don't believe all that propaganda of the nuclear war. You don't believe in nuclear weapons? I don't know. I can't say I don't believe that nuclear weapons don't exist. I got no evidence. But I do know they have fake videos of testing. You mean like the ones where the whole building gets destroyed? Yeah. Those old black and white stuff. We all kind of remember, it's like, oh yeah, nuclear weapons. What happens? Oh yeah, it just vaporizes everything. I remember seeing the videos when I was a kid. Army videos where they showed a video of a house getting blown to bits. And then you also see the mushroom cloud on the horizon. And all this. And then you ask yourself, just like all the moon landing stuff, you ask yourself, who's holding the camera? What happened to that guy? How come he didn't get blown up with the house? And it looks like obvious claymation now in 2023. So for some reason, they faked video of nuclear bombs. And it's a good bluff. Hey, we got super duper bombs. If you mess with America, we can just push a red button. Joe Biden himself can push one button and kill everybody in the whole world. And Russia goes, oh yeah, well we got 2 of those. Oh, well we got 20. We got 40. China, oh yeah, well we got UFOs now. We're flying over Michigan. You didn't even detect us. You don't push us. And we know karate. We got UFOs and we know karate. If we want to take America, we do it. Internment camps. I don't think so. But here we are. But prayer. So, been thinking a lot about prayer. And yesterday I was talking about how this show is sort of answered prayer. I finally just gave up and asked, Gitchimanadu, can I please not earn a living through having a job? Will you simply take care of me, ideally through the show? We just want to do the show every day. And, amen. Jesus' name, amen. 2 days later, we come up with the GoFundMe site, $2,000 immediately into an account. If you'd like to support the show, speaking of which, links in the description. I tried to link let me try to do it again. If you want to order, Okay, this is going to be tricky. Paste. Oh, no, that worked. Little Cutie, the Teddy Bear's Vision Quest. In the chat. Where is it? Which chat's probably over here. Michael's got that on sale at Amazon.com. If you Google Little Cutie book, this is sort of disappointing. What? Your book doesn't come up at all. You got to Google Little Cutie book lions. Because there's so much Little Cutie stuff out there. Have a bag of Little Cutie tangerines. Yeah. It's not that popular of a book. But you could order it today. And we also have Patreon. And we're sending out books like Ojibwe Words and Phrases. Or for $20 a month, Dog and Maingan. The hills are alive with the sound of music. I'm on a Mexican radio, says Sherry List. I'm on a Mexican radio. They talk about the U.S. inflation. Understand just a little. No comprehension. It's just a riddle. Oh, wow. Inflation. It is a riddle. You know, are we at war? Are we in poverty-stricken? Or are we so rich and pamper? You'll own nothing and be happy. Has that actually happened already? Where nobody owns anything. Everyone's, if you have a house, you have a house payment, a loan. Oh, I own a computer. Look at me. I must be rich. Well, kinda, compared to people in Africa who got to work in the slave mines for the cobalt, whatever that goes in computers. I know, I'm just learning about that. That makes you feel guilty for even having a phone. But must have been a solar flare. Solar flares? Oh no! What's a solar flare? That's when something comes off the sun. Oh, yeah. Now that I know the sun is much closer to the earth than they tell us, you got to show it some respect, you know. Yeah. You know, when that thing is right above your head, it really is right above your head. Like the moon. But so anyway, prayer. So then, yeah, so prayed to God. 2 days later, $2,000 in our bank accounts. Like answered prayer. And I realized, and I got the feeling, I finally woke up to the truth that the Creator loves us. He doesn't mind answering prayer. You don't have to wait till you're on your deathbed to ask Him to heal you. You don't have to wait until you're homeless to finally go, please save me. You know? He already knows what you want and what you need. And He might say no, but He's not going to judge you for it. I think a lot of Minnesota people... Okay, here's some insight about being a Minnesotan. Especially back in the days of the grandfathers, before cell phones and Google and YouTube videos to tell you how to fix stuff. People always had to do favors for each other. And people were really nice to each other. Minnesota Nice, I was told, came out of this survival culture. When people in Minnesota in the old days would drive around in the winter, they might go in the ditch. And you had to make sure that you never just kept driving. You must stop. It's shameful if you just pass somebody who's in the ditch in the winter. You have to go there and offer to help them out. Because the following weekend, your car might not start, and you're going to need your neighbor. Ask him to jump your car. Yeah, it's right, isn't it? Yeah. Our friendships, our niceness, were based on survival. You needed to be nice to your neighbors. You needed to know your neighbors. You had to bring over tomatoes when you had too many in the garden, stuff like that. So we inherited a certain amount of, there's like social obligation, probably. When a Midwesterner, or Northern Minnesota, or probably Canadian, prays, they start to feel guilt. They feel like they don't want to put God out and go, you know what? Because number one, if he does his favor for you, you feel like you're really going to owe him a big one. If you ask him to fix your life, yeah, please do this thing because that'll make me happy. And somewhere along the line, there's so much guilt that we're taught. I don't know where we pick it up, but in prayer. Probably pick it up from Christians who say you should always pray for forgiveness. It's hard to pray for forgiveness and then ask for a favor. Yeah, Oh, I'm really sorry I did that against you. Hey, can you borrow me $10? But after I got answered prayer for this pretty materialistic thing, pretty ego materialistic thing, I felt like the Creator was saying, yeah, no problem. Why didn't you ask sooner? What else you need? I was almost like he was saying, yeah, I was waiting. So my question was yesterday, what's your thing? What's a thing you wish would happen? You've probably been working on some project. Do you have a dream? Is there somebody you're just aching to be? Maybe once a month you go out to open mic night and you sing a couple of songs, or you go to the karaoke night, sing a couple of songs, and you're just wishing you could be in a band. But you would never just pray to God, Father, send me a guitar player and a piano player and a drummer. It's okay to do that. It's kind of like telling, if you can't say it out loud, there's no way the Creator can bless you with it. So I'm here to tell you, you got a dream, got a vision. You want something, you want a certain lifestyle, and maybe you think you know the path there. Maybe you got a blueprint of what you want your life to look like. Put out your tobacco. Go ahead, ask him for forgiveness. Give him a, what do they call it, disclaimer, prequel? Yeah, you do that all the time. I do it all the time. I'm not saying I'm the greatest guy or I deserve this. I'm sorry I haven't tried harder to make the world a better place. Forgive me for being so blah. But Jesus himself said, don't worry. The Father will provide, will take care of you, something like that. And knock and the door shall be open. Ask and you shall receive. That's what it was. Ask and you shall receive. Yep. So it's okay. Ask him. Tell him, look, I don't like working as a receptionist at Exxon Mobil or whatever. I want to be a singer in a country band, and I want to travel around, and I don't want to worry about money, and I want to be in love with my rhythm guitar player, and whatever. Say it out loud. Do it with a good heart. Think about why you want to do it. If you want to do it because maybe you could help inspire others, that's enough. If by getting what you want will make you a more grateful person, more connected to God, He loves to grant wishes when that's the case. Yeah, I've been told that. Yeah, He wants a relationship. Figure out, ask Him for His help, and don't be embarrassed. You don't have to tell us what you wish for. Maybe it's you want to be thinner. Pray. Say, I'm tired of being fat. I'm sick and tired of constantly eating my feelings. I don't like living like this anymore. It's enough with the pancakes. Anyway. Michael, you want to add anything? No, I'm good. Sweetie, should we call this show? Yeah, I think so. Hey, everybody. We're going to Mahjong. We're going to leave. Majada, let's go. But I don't want to leave without telling you how much I appreciate you stopping by, you sitting with us, listening. Miigwech, kapizan dawieg. Thank you for listening. Dash miigwech, ganawabieg. And thank you for watching Buju Nana Buju, the podcast about Ojibwe language. Don't burp at our audience. Sorry. I am Nana Buju. This is the lovely and the talented. You take my breath away. Get out of here. Natasha. Miigwech, kakina hawia. Thank you, everybody. Over here, rockstar cartoonist Michael Lyons. Hey, thanks, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you again. Wabamin. Sweetie? Yeah, okay. Alright, if I can find a pick, maybe we'll do one more song.
Checking the thingy above the, yeah. I've been putting him in that little bowl up there.
Buju, and welcome to Buju Nana Buju, a podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. My name is Michael Lyons. Here we go now.
Baby. Welcome to Buju Nana Buju. The podcast about Ojibwe language and culture, Even ways of GAI, I know what to do. I'm happy to be here today with you. We'll speak Ojibwe, yeah. You keep on shouting,
You keep on shouting. What?
Yeah.
Wanna rock and roll all night. I want to rock and roll all night. Apparently not that.
What? I liked it.
Yeah, me too. Oh, anyway.
You keep on shouting.
You